right from downloading. Okay, hi Vedant, I was talking about you only. It's so good looking at a photo. You're playing the tabla, so that's really good. If you see my
Thank you, sir.
photo, that is me singing. So, so that's really nice that you're pursuing that. It's great. Um, okay, so you can keep your hands down now. We'll have more. We can discuss more questions also, so that. Okay, so now again one question. So have everyone installed R and R Studio, or should we go step by step into it?
I haven't, sir. We should
You
start
haven't.
down.
Perfect. Okay, okay. ठीक है. So I'll share my screen. अभी प्रॉब्लम ये होगा छोटा सा कि it will take some time to download. ठीक है. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as so first thing you need to do is download R. Okay, so just search it on Google and you will find this. Just try that.
Yes, sir.
Done it, right? So just open this link and you will find this. Just click on download R for Windows if you have Windows.
Okay.
Acha, anyone who is using a MacBook for R?
Yeah, sir.
There is one. Is there anyone else also? Only one, क्या? ठीक है. So what I feel really sorry for you actually that you have Apple for R, because there are some challenges that come. थोड़ा सा ना थोड़ा सा कोड में डिफरेंस होता है. You just install what you have to do. You have to install the same way, but you just search install R for Mac, and then you'll get that link separately. If you already have it, it's great. We'll go one by one. So today's lecture is going to be very introductory. Everything is in base R. So I'll explain what base R is. So that shouldn't matter for MacBook and everything. But as we go further, probably you'll find a bit of difference. And I'll also learn. Actually, I have never worked on Apple earlier. That's why if there's any challenge, let me know. Even I'll search for it and we'll find a solution for it. ठीक है ना? So for the rest, have you installed this, clicked, and something has started to download?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Huh? Okay, so it is 82 MB, so it will install. So meantime, what open a new sheet and then download R Studio. Okay, so this is POSIT. So पहले R था, now it is the name has changed to POSIT. So just click on that. ये हमको चाहिए. Now that see, there are two steps. I'll just uh, the first step is to install R, and we are downloading this. So you directly jump to the second. Once you're done downloading the first one, then you click on download R Studio for desktop. Like this. You just start downloading a new. This one is a bigger one, 250 MB. So just do that. Acha, by the time this is getting installed, anyone who's not done it, then we can chat till then. I mean, it will take some while to download. That's why we can speak of something else till then. Everyone has started the download?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
great.
Yes, sir. R is been downloaded and
R and R
installed.
Studio also start that once
R
done.
Studio is downloading. उसको it's taking some time.
हाँ, उसको टाइम लगेगा थोड़ा सा. ठीक है, good. Just tell me once it's done so that we can take the next step. I wanted to ask, what is you are all first year students?
Second year.
You are second year.
Yes,
तो वो
sem 3
electives
student.
वगैरह सेमेस्टर होती है. So
We have
uh,
electives from sem 1 also.
now it has changed. No? Now things
Yes.
have changed. Like that's good. Uh, and what is your plan in general to do further?
Not sure, sir.
Not sure. Okay.
Not
Anyone
sure.
else?
Sir, I plan to get into academia,
Mhm.
so most probably I'll give my net exam this
Mhm.
December and then like hope for the best. Yeah.
Acha, you're giving it in December only. No, that's a good
Yeah,
idea
yeah, yeah.
because that's good. Because at least in our times, na, I graduated in 2021. So in our नहीं 2021 क्या बोल रहा हूँ 2018. 2018 में the third and fourth semester was relatively easier. The first and second were very hectic, uh, quite easy. So that was a time when we could really upskill ourselves. I did my data science course from NISM. You can do
Okay.
NET, etc.
MISM, right? Okay.
NISM. I think the program must still be on, right? Some of the MU students are sent to NISM for a data science course.
Okay.
3, 4 of us did go that year. I don't know whether the partnership is still there. That time it was there. So, anyone else? What do you want to do? One will be a teacher. One person doesn't know, which is fine. I mean, even I was that same. Anyone else?
Sir, I would like to go for public policy,
पब्लिक पॉलिसी. अच्छा, पब्लिक पॉलिसी में क्या पसंद है?
development and health.
Excellent. Development and health economy. That's great, actually. You know, this is an emerging thing right now. There is a lot going on in that. You might want to see what companies like Sattva are doing. Have you heard of Sattva Consulting?
No, this is new.
Please see their website, see what they do. It's quite good. Sattva Consulting is an emerging consulting in the social space. They're doing quite a lot. Their office is in Andheri over here. It's very close by. I mean, why I say close by is most of the development economists are in Delhi right now, because UNICEF, UNDP, every many offices, the operations are in Delhi near the government. So that is what you can do. You can also read a lot. You know, there is a lot done by the Asian Development Bank, by the UN agencies. You can look at, for health economics, look at UN websites and ADB. बहुत अच्छा है. मैं काम कर रहा था इसमें. That's what I'm telling
Okay, sir. I'll
you.
look into that.
Yeah. Anyone else? ये सब तो शांत है. What is this है?
I wanted to go for economic journalism.
Oh wow, journalism, Economic Times में and Mint, etc.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Hey, that's good.
If you have any contacts, I could use that.
I I let you know one of my, you know, the problem is one of my friends is in Times of India, writes for the business section, but he's not an economist. He's a journalist, but he writes very well. So you can search Asim Guzar. Asim, he's just brilliant actually. He writes very well. I personally think he writes better than most of the economists. He has some understanding different than economists do, but he really writes well. You can search him if you want to contact him. Definitely, you can write to him.
Oh,
That's
okay,
Asim.
okay.
Just write his name, Asim. Anyone
Yeah.
else?
Sir, the R Studio is downloaded, but the other file is not getting downloaded.
Why the other file is the base R? Just cancel that and download again. I think it got stuck somewhere. Anyone else facing the same issue?
No,
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 sir.
sir. I
It got
mean,
downloaded in my laptop.
Both
yeah.
of them are done.
Yes, but
Yes, sir.
I can see the
Sorry.
R on my desktop, but the studios का logo, I don't know whether where the at.
हाँ, so studio install हुआ क्या पर?
हाँ,
Did you
install हो गया. Yes.
install भी हो गया studio? So हाँ, it doesn't come on the desktop. Just search it on the Windows
Files.
side.
Okay.
R Studio करके आप search करो, you will get the icon. I'll just show you where to.
Okay.
For the others, today is a basic class. We are probably going to go advanced soon. So I would really expect कि you keep keep up with the pace. नहीं तो बाद में difficult जाएगा. What you have to do is we have to R Studio and you'll get this app over here. Just open that.
Sir, it's saying this will change the settings in your laptop. So you have to do yes.
That is fine. Yeah, while installing, right? That is
Yes,
fine.
while installing.
ठीक है, no problem. I want to hear from other people also, because we are all in the comfort of our homes, and probably we are not sitting in 90 degrees, we are in 180 degrees. पर ऐसा सो के मत करो. ये serious. This is not like till now ये guest lecture वगैरह होता था. This is a serious lecture, right? At the end of it, there is exams also. थोड़ा question करो, पूछो, try करो. I would strongly suggest that actually. We don't want only 2 to 3 people speaking in the class. ठीक है, all right. So for who all has this open now?
Yes, sir. For me, it is
Yes,
there.
sir, it's open.
Open? Great. Okay, perfect. So I will. Anyone who's not, who we should wait for a minute or two for.
Sir, the R Studio is getting extracted. So, I mean,
बस the rule is simple ना. पहले base R जो base R है,
हाँ,
that should be installed first and then R Studio.
the R is installed, the base R. R Studio is getting extracted for.
Okay, let's wait for forum for 2-3 minutes,
Thank you, sir.
and then you just let us know when it is done.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
So, what are the top subjects that you have been doing?
As of now, we have like in the SEM 3, we have microeconomics 2, and for electives, we have an option between environmental economics and financial derivatives.
Only 3 papers.
No, and then we have data analytics, Python, and R.
Oh, this is part of it, right?
Right. Yeah.
You are doing Python and R in the same semester.
Yes.
Okay, that might just take care that you don't get confused between the syntax.
Okay. So, like, any tips for like kind of keeping things separate, like for not like getting confused?
See, it's not like that. I'll tell you, in both R and Python, there is a help function. You can just take help. So one thing I will tell you, at least for R, since I am taking it, there is no sense in mugging up functions.
Okay.
It is why you do programming is for simple things. Your mind opens to the possibilities that a package can do. Okay, these are all statistical packages. R is not a language.
Right.
Language is different. We say R language, but it's actually a statistical package that R converts the everything in C++ and then gives the output. That C and C++ are languages. Java is a language, but
Right.
R is a third generation language. It converts to a second generation or a first generation and gives you the output.
Okay.
First generation वो 1-0 binary होता है ना. Computer understand 1-0. So that is how. So it's all conversion process that is going on at the back end. R is not a language in itself. That's why mean जब निकालोगे, the function will be named mean. But computer doesn't understand what mean is. There is something in the back end that tells the computer कि mean लिखा है, that means something, that means something, that means something. है ना? And then
Right.
it gives you the average.
हाँ.
Anyway, so why I tell you this is that mugging up का रास्ते में जाओ मत बिल्कुल. there will be questions that come to you in the exams also. There will be a help function you can probably take help of. I'll tell you, even I'll get to understand, what are the overall rules of the. But I would suggest that understand the logic behind it. Right now, also question the logic. Ask questions, take doubts. कि ये ऐसा क्यों कर रहा है? You try to clear all the logic questions, and then when you go over there, you'll know the functions because you can just search them. Try
ठीक
to
है.
understand how the logic is built over R. Then everything will be easy.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
ठीक है ना? Same.
Also, yeah. Also, I'm done with like downloading in case
Done.
if anyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now
So, there's a message on my screen. Please select the version of R to use. There are three options. Use your machine's default 64-bit version of R. Then there's a 32-bit version of R, and choose a specific version of R. So what
no
should I do?
default. Your computer is 64-bit, your Windows, so 64-bit.
Oh, okay, okay, sir.
Default जो दिया है ना वही ले लेना.
Okay.
अच्छा sorry.
Sir, I clicked on choose the version of R that is there in your PC, something like
हाँ
that.
वही किया ना. हाँ good. Okay.
So is that okay?
हाँ that is fine. Okay, has this opened for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So I'm just keeping this back. Now for some ऐसा खुला होगा. Something like this. This window is not open. Is it open for all people?
Yes, sir, this is
It
open.
is open. Perfect. So I'll just tell you what this is. This is called an RIDE. Okay, it is an environment in which you use R. The original R is a different. So you will find on the desktop वो अलग होता है, right? If you desktop पे icon है, if you double click that, a different thing open. Two windows they have. But this place, which is a R Studio, integrates everything together. Now, what is it integrating? On the left top of my screen is something called as the R script. Okay, this is the R script. Over here, I'm going to write all my programming codes. Okay. On the right, and probably for you, this place will be below. This is called the console. Console is the place where all the codes are executed. They are processed over here. यहाँ पे लिख रहे हो, यहाँ पे process हो रहा है. Okay. Every new variable that you create is stored in what is called as the environment. Is everyone with me? This is the script. This is the console. This is the environment. And on the right, bottom right, we have another window जहाँ पे files, plots, if you make charts वगैरह, so the plots will come here. This packages will show you what all the different packages are there in R, the help function, etc. So you have different options over here. So the R Studio has been divided into 4 such windows. What we are immediately concerned with is the R script and the console. Okay, ये दो चीजें that will come to later on. Right now we are concerned with these two. All right.
Yes, sir.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to minimize the environment and I'm going to minimize this guy, this help function. So I have this nice display. On the left there is the script, on the right there is the console. Now I'll just keep the old ones ahead. This was I was preparing. Now we'll start with the console. We can use this console as a simple calculator. For example, I just say 2 plus 3. So I type this and press enter. What do you expect to come?
The answer 5, right?
just the answer, right? So just एक answer आ जाता है which is 5. If I just add 2 and 3, यहाँ पे एक answer आ जाता है 5. I can do a multiplication. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose I do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 multiplied by 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And enter. Then we have this answer, right? So this is the console. अब मुझे बताओ कि why use the script if the console is doing all the work? Can anyone think of a reason?
Maybe to represent it in a more structured way.
Okay, you say that to keep all the codes in a structured way. That is correct. Anyone else? Any other idea?
Here we write the plus sign. In the script we can change that using some codes, and then we can, like, this is only 1 2 plus 3, but if there are multiple numbers, how we can do? So maybe that can be simplified.
No, we can do that because whatever you type over here is processed over here. So there is nothing that you can't do over here that we have to do here. The reason is very logical and simple actually. You are thinking from the processing side. The reason is simple that if I close R right now, ये जो part है ना ये delete हो जाता है. If I close R right now, this part will get deleted. If we want to store all the codes, then the script stores is in a text form. यहाँ की चीजें सब गायब हो जाएंगी. Okay, do you want to try doing that? Suppose I just quit. I Q and this, and they ask save workspace image, and I say no. This just closes, and I start a new RStudio. Is it visible to you? Is the new window visible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Second. What is happening is I'm gonna present in the window. Okay. Now probably it will be visible. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I am sorry to interrupt. I have downloaded both the files, but when I'm opening it, it puts me back to the Microsoft Store. What do I do about this?
It takes you to Microsoft
Store. It's not opening directly.
Do you mind sharing your screen for a minute? We can get these
Yes,
issues.
one second.
I'll just complete my point before that, so that
Okay,
we
sir.
don't have to.
Okay.
The point I was trying to make was, yeah. So can you see the script and the console now?
Yes, sir.
So script में R script लिखा हुआ है, but console में blank है. Can you see that? Or no?
Yes, sir.
Sir, our script is not visible.
There's no R script. Or console में there is lot of things written. Console में.
एक second. I think एक second. Just last. I was trying out. I'll just share my entire screen. It will be just simpler. I think this was visible. हाँ, ये मैं खोल रहा था. On the left, can you see R script जो हमने पहले लिखा था?
Yes, sir.
I closed R.
Yes.
हाँ, I had closed R. ये script वाला रह गया, लेकिन what is the console showing? Nothing. जो हमने सारा 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3 जो भी किया वो everything got deleted. That is the reason why we keep the script and we don't keep typing in the console. ये सारा delete हो जाता है, but this part gets stored and gets stored without saving. Please note, I did not save it. I said no to saving, if you remember. Yet the script remained stored, but the console got deleted. Okay, that was a simple point. Now we'll just solve that one question and get started with R.
Should I share screen? sir?
Yeah, please.
Yes. No, I'm unable to do that too. I think there's internet issue. I'm sorry.
You are unable to share your screen also.
Yeah, I'm unable to do it. It's not getting processed. The share option is not available right now. So I'll get back. I'll get back. I'll join
Okay.
again.
हाँ you join. ठीक. All right. So we are going to.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Saloni.
I tried downloading RStudio, but it's not opening up. It comes up. I don't understand.
Can you share your screen?
Yes, sir.
We'll just check why this is happening.
It says it's not Microsoft verified.
ऐसे कैसे भाई? Pratiksha, when you can share, na, just show me that error so that we can.
Okay, sir. I'm trying.
Till then, probably Saloni can share hers.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, but I'm not getting another like window for script. So the first like on the left side is just a console, and then there is environment. Huh.
I'll. That's why I asked in the beginning, na, ki can you see the script? It has to be
Huh.
open. I'll tell you.
Same thing is happening with me.
Perfect.
Okay, sir.
I'll show it.
Yeah.
Show it.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
अच्छा सलोनी, आप तो शेयर किए नहीं स्क्रीन.
So yes, I'm trying, but I think there's a problem.
Can no one share the screen? Like, is it
I
like
can share.
you can share, na? Then, अच्छा, but you are the meeting host, if I'm right.
Yes.
No, nobody else can. Drashti, please change the settings.
हाँ वो आप.
Even I am able to share so.
अच्छा Vedant also can.
Zikwin, you can. Are you able to?
Arey no,
Yeah,
the settings have been
Why
changed. You
can't I?
can share. Like it is visible. Like you can share screen. Anyone can share. There is nothing like there is some restrictions
Yeah.
over
Even I
this.
can. Even I can. Sorry.
No, no,
सलोनी
no.
एक बार ट्राई करो. नहीं तो क्या है, we'll start and then अच्छा okay good.
I've managed. Now it's not open. Yeah.
अरे नहीं, so you are clicking on Microsoft Windows only ना, on Studio. वो उसको बीच में क्लिक करो. Don't click on that icon. Just click on. No. Just click on the middle thing. Yeah. That's why it was redirecting. हाँ ये करो. Net install.
It goes back.
Hey, again.
Yes.
Wait. Let us see what they are asking. ये तो नया है. This is I've never seen. Is anyone else also facing the same issue? Change. अच्छा. You need to change your app recommendation settings. You need to allow for apps to come from something different from Microsoft Store.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, everyone must have changed, or probably you have changed it for your safety security. That's why you have done it.
Okay.
So वो change. Just let me know once done. Who else? I think Saloni.
Sir, I downloaded RStudio, but whenever I open it, it asks me to download it again.
Show me now. Show me that once.
Okay. Pratiksha, Can you tell me how did you share the screen? Because it's not coming for me.
Just add close to the raise hand.
Click on present now.
That's not visible in the Moodle Outlook.
Not coming, Saloni. Okay. Um, so can you install again then? Just try to download again. If it is recommending that,
Uh,
you just don't. Huh?
I tried to download it and it downloaded like 3 times, but then when I tried to open RStudio, it is not opening up again. They're telling me to download it again.
Acha. Okay. So can someone help her in sharing screen? You can see the same icon, right? Sharing screen वाला present now करके होता है नीचे.
Yes, sir.
So that is not clicking.
The share button is not getting clicked. I don't know why.
Acha. Okay. What should we do? ठीक है. Let's do one thing. We'll start the session. Just see there. So how it is. The sections are made such that initially I will show you the calculations, and there are some small exercises that you guys have to do. So while others will start the exercise, we both will again sit and figure out what RStudio is. Till then, everyone is going to see only. Not many are going to type it out. All right. Hi ऋषिकेश. ठीक है. अच्छा हो गया. Very good. So you must be having the dissertation also, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is the most fun thing, right?
We haven't like they haven't assigned us mentors yet, so like it's not it's still in the process. Like we haven't started.
I do that very well. I'm telling you that actually. अरे क्या है यार सलोनी अभी हो गया ये क्या प्रॉब्लम है? अरे वापस नहीं करना है. It's done.
So, but then how do I open RStudio?
अभी जाओ स्टार्ट पे. हाँ click that. Now yeah, default 64-bit. Okay कर दो इसको. बस done. Wait. हो जाएगा. हो जाएगा. No कर दो. No need to send crash reports. हो गया open. Okay, now keep.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, now open that RStudio. Now you will be. अरे mute मत करो. How will you speak? Every time you have to go up and down. Keep it unmute only. Okay, yeah. Now go there. Now go on. Can you see file? And this is for others also. On the top left, can you see file? Top left. Below that file, अरे click नहीं करना था. Click नहीं करना था. Click it again. हाँ. Below that, can you see that plus? Below that, an icon is there, white sheet with a plus. Click that. Click the first one, R script. Now you have the script. Is it there for all? Can everyone do this? Because Pratiksha, I think, and Forum also did not have the.
Yes, it's available now.
So I'm still struggling with
Yeah.
that. I'll do it later.
You're still struggling. क्यों? अभी तो
Yeah,
हुआ था.
I downloaded from the Chrome, and the issue is with Microsoft. I changed the settings to still the same message pops up.
ठीक है. So what we'll do is we'll start now. जो exercise stuff we will go ahead, and then when the exercise comes, everyone else will do the exercise, and we'll try to fix it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So Saloni, now you unshare your screen, and we will start with the session. Okay. Is it visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Now for everyone, it must be looking like 4 boxes. What I have done for my convenience and your convenience so that it looks good, I have just shuffled these boxes here and there a bit. But for you, the script will be over here and the console will be over here. I just shifted left right so that I can show you as a big screen, and but that's fine.
So
We
how
handle
can we shift that?
वो tools में जाके we can change. I'll show you that. I'll show you. ठीक है. So now we'll just see. This is the IDE. We'll take a sense. We spoke of this being the script, this being the console, this being the environment, which shows all the variables that are there. And then over here we have the help and the viewer and the plots, etc. So we are going to use that later on. So that's why I'm just going to minimize point number 1 and point number 2. So now we can look at these two big screens. Now file में अगर जाओगे, you will see a lot of different options. You see new files. If you see that because RStudio is not R itself, it is integrating different services. You will see that you can do a JavaScript file, you can do C++, you can also do a Python script over here. There are a lot of options which are there. Similarly, there are RSweave and there is a markdown file. These are all advanced R things. You can create presentations. If you've heard of LaTeX, it is very similar to LaTeX. So that is, different options are there. You can also create a project. So just like a file, you store this particular script as a file. What you can do is you can make a project, and within that project, you can store 1, 2, 3, 4 files. So that is how, when you do a larger project for, your clients, you end up doing a project instead of just a file. And then there are the general options that they're saving and etc. Opening, saving, etc. So these are different kinds of options that are available for you. In that, if you go to tools and go to global options, you have appearance related options. For example, general may you see which kind of R version you are using. You apne ab bhi download kiya na R, base R download kiya, and then you also downloaded the RStudio. So now this shows what kind of R it is using, the studio. Then codes mein alag you have different options. There are many options available over here. In appearance, for example, if you want to you want a very movie like view, you can change this to something like a chaos, and then chaos may this will look very nice. Actually, I use this. I made it white so that everyone can see it. But now see, it looks much more. It looks very fun, and then there are very many color codes. For example, if I use a function, then the color changes to blue, etc. ऐसा सब इधर होता है. So what you have to do is tools, global options. Similarly, I think who asked that question? Somebody
Vedant
asked.
was there.
Vedant. You open this and go to pane layout, and there's a drop down. So ये चार options थे ना. So on the left I kept source, on the right I kept console, on down I kept environment, and यहाँ पे right में I kept files. And then I applied, and then that is how it came, the 4 boxes.
Thank you, sir.
हाँ, so I'm just going to change it back to white so that everyone can see it properly. So कहाँ था? Appearance. This is something different, but fine. ठीक है. All right, ठीक है. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the lecture. Okay, so what all are we going to cover today? First thing is the introduction. So I'm assuming that we have understood what R is and R Studio is as an IDE. Okay, so this topic is kind of done. It's a very small thing. Then later, second is to do basic calculations. Use R as a calculator. Okay, we have to understand how R calculates things, because people have really messed up things in this, and they think one result will come, but that result does not come, and that is something that we figure out after our output goes to the client. So we are in a fix. So we have to understand how calculations are done. Very simple. Third is, what is an object in R? And this is a technical term. As economists, we are used to the word variable. So objects are variables. So we are going to understand how variables are made. Fourth is the data structures. And we are going to look at only 3. There are 5, but we are going to keep one fun data structure for the next lecture. It's called a data frame, which we are going to use quite a lot. But the basic parts of it, which is the vector, matrix, and arrays, we are going to do today. Third, the fifth topic is the functions. There are some built-in functions, and there are functions that we can write. So we are going to try to write these functions today. And the last is conditional statement. We are going to do if-else, we're going to do loops, etc. So let's see how much we can cover today. We are going to go slow. We're going to do basic things today. We don't want to stress out too much on the first lecture. So as many questions as come, it's fine. It's okay if we don't complete the topics. Now I'm just going to let out one, fun memory of lectures. There was one teacher, I'm not going to name, of course, who came to our lecture, and in the first lecture, she said that we are lagging in the syllabus. And I was so amused by this, that this is just the first lecture. There are like 10 lectures left. In the first lecture, someone is coming and saying that we are lagging the portion. I'm going to really refrain from that. So we are not going to rush at all. As much as we can complete, as much as we can try, we are going to do that today. Okay. So R as a calculator. So I'm going to just copy a few things that I have already. All right. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now what R does is, R follows what is the Bodmas rule, जो हम लोग ने स्कूल में पढ़ा था, Bodmas rule. That is, if 2 plus 9 into 4 है, so we know that the multiplication will happen first and then the addition will happen, correct? So if you see, and by the way, I can keep my cursor over here and then press Control Enter, and the output will be seen in the console. Okay, so 9 into 4 36 plus 2 38. So हमारा result आ गया इधर. I'll just repeat that once. I kept my cursor over here and pressed Control Enter, and I get this result. You can also try to type in and try this once so that you understand. Also, if you do the same thing without having these spaces, if you ये चिपक के लिखा, there's no issue. It still runs. Even if there are no spaces in between these numbers, it still runs. So R understands that these, gaps are there or not there. Now we go to more advanced things. For example, we have 10 raised to 2. For raised to, we have this caret. You must be knowing caret mark. Caret आता है shift 6 दबा के. So this part you know that this is 10 raised to 2. So now if I give you this line, what do you think? What will run? How will this run? Can anyone volunteer? For example, Vedant. I'm going to ask Vedant. He's my favorite person now. I'm going to ask Vedant. So what do you think? How is R going to compute this?
Sir, it is division.
Sorry?
Sir, it is 4 plus 3 upon 10 raised to 2. Something I think.
तो सबसे पहले क्या होगा कैलकुलेट? 4+3 पहले करेगा कि 3/10 पहले करेगा या 10 raised to 2 पहले करेगा? What do you think?
First, it will do 4 plus 3 and 10 raised to 2, and then it will divide.
लीजिए, क्या बताएं? और कोई?
First, it will do 10 raised to 2 as it is exponential function.
Okay. Then
it will do 4/3. 4 divide by 3 is, or is it
this is plus, this is plus.
4 plus 3 and then divide the whole thing.
लीजिए, और कोई?
No, sir. First, it will do 10 into 10 raised to 2. After that, it would divide and then it would do plus or minus.
Okay, the third person. Okay. Anyone else?
First 10 raised to 2, then divide, then addition.
Okay, perfect. Because it is written. ये
Yes.
क्या यार? ये इधर लिखा हुआ है. You know. So what happens is, first in general maths rules, first the exponential happens. So 10 raised to 2 कितना हुआ?
100.
Okay. Then 3 divided by 100 second होगा. And
Yes.
4 plus 3 divided by 100. So that's why if you run this by clicking Control Enter, you get 4.03. Is it clear, Vedant? And the other person who asked the question, just tell me names once, so later on I'll remember. Okay, ठीक है, no problem. So Vedant, are you clear with this? पहले exponential होगा, फिर division होगा, फिर
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? Okay. Now if Vedant wants to do it the other way, so he can use the brackets. And this is just the maths that we've learned in school, that if you put brackets, then by the BODMAS rule, brackets will come first. So if you do the bracket, then 3/10 पहले होगा, उसके बाद क्या होगा?
Exponential function.
फिर exponential होगा, correct, और फिर addition होगा. So it will be 3/10, which is 0.3, raised to 2, which is 0.09, plus 4, 4.09. देखो. All right. So you know how to use brackets. Now, someone is going to volunteer in telling me what the result of this is going to be. Pratiksha, tell me.
4.0.
Is Pratiksha there? Or is she still trying to install? I
I'm
think.
still trying, sir.
I told you now, you pay attention over here now. It's fine. You look at this because this is important. Now later you don't want you to not learn this. Okay, someone else. Tell me some name.
Sir, do you want the answer for this, right?
Yes, I want the answer for this. Yes.
18.49.
नहीं ऐसा आंसर नहीं चाहिए. 4.03. Tell me the logic. What will happen first? Tell me
First the addition, then
It will
First
solve
the
the bracket
addition.
first.
It will
Bracket
solve the
first.
bracket first. Okay, bracket में सबसे पहले क्या होगा?
3 divided by
Division.
10.
हाँ, this is the answer
3
I want.
divided by
3
10 and
divided
then
by
4 plus
10, then
Perfect.
plus 4.
And then raised to 2. Perfect. That is what I wanted to ask. So 3 divided by 10 होगा 0.3, then 4.03, and then 4.03 का square होगा 18.49. So that is what the answer is. So now you understand that bracket में पहले division होगा, पहले exponential होगा, फिर division होगा, division and multiplication, and then plus and minus. So that is how the structure is. So you can try out a lot in this, and then you'll understand how R actually operates as a calculator. Because the normal calculator that we use, the simple calculator, it doesn't use the BODMAS rule. It uses the way the numbers are inputted. उस उस hierarchy में वो करता है. If you add first, तो addition आए होगा. But over here, it will take the BODMAS rule and then do. Now the question is, if I just run the first line, okay, then if you see on the right side, एक plus sign आता है. Just run the first line, which is the 2 plus 3 into. इतना अगर type करके run करोगे, तो R knows that something is incomplete. There has to be something after this asterisk. So that's why it writes a plus sign. Okay. Then if I just write 7 over here, then it will give the answer. Okay. That essentially means that R is okay with multiple lines of running. दोनों लाइन एक साथ सिलेक्ट करके रन कर दिया तो it gives the output correct. Okay, you don't need to write the code in single lines. You can write the code in 2 lines as well. Now division के लिए 1/4 किया 1/4 तो 0.2 आ गया. Similarly 1 divided by 3 किया तो 0.3 आ गया. 0.3333 आ गया. Okay. Anyone who's trying, you can try typing this out. Now this decimals also, there are fixed number of decimals that come in. Okay, there are 7 decimals that come up in every number, and you can change that setting, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Similarly, similar to this 1/3 के 7 decimals, if you multiply 2 big numbers, तो ये e करके आता है. देखो 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then e, and then 12. So there is a scientific notation that is there. So you can take care of these actually. You can, in order to do that, you go to a function called options. Can you see it? Options, where digits equal to करके you can define how many digits you want. For example, if I do digits 10 and then I run 1/3, then you get 10 decimals. Similarly, if you do this multiplication, you get the whole number. Earlier you were getting a scientific notation, now you get the full number.
So, sir, while writing the option code, we have to write that 1 into 1 and then option. Yeah, directly we can write option 10 digits and
directly. You can do it directly. Once you do it, any number that you execute after that will have 10 digits. I mean, if it has 10, if the number is only a whole number, तो उतना ही आएगा. But if there is a number that can hold 10 digits, then it will hold up to 10 digits. Otherwise, the default setting is 7 digits.
okay, sir.
And the power of R is such that it can hold up to 22 digits. Up to 22 digits. Okay, so large numbers or large decimals are very accurately stored in R. Something that other statistical packages don't have. R and Python have it. All right. Now I'm going to give you a small exercise. Now you guys have seen everything. Now this is the exercise. You can see it on the screen, and you can do it. Now change it to 50.
So
Hmm?
I tried the option digits equal to 10, but I'm still getting the E in the result.
Yes, same, sir.
Okay. How many digits are there in your number? 10 से ज़्यादा होगा ना?
Yes, 12, 12.
हाँ. So उसको 12 कर दो please. Digit 12 कर.
Okay, okay,
मतलब
got it.
जितना
Now got it.
मल्टीप्लाइंग में जितना नंबर्स है, अभी मैंने 8 टाइम्स 1 लिखा है
हाँ.
इनटू 8 टाइम्स 1.
हाँ, तो कितना नंबर हो गया? 16 नंबर्स हो गया फिर. So you have
ओके,
to
फिर मेरे
change
को
the
उतना
digit to 16.
ओके ओके टोटल प्लस करके.
हाँ,
ओके गॉट
इतना होगा. हाँ.
इट. ओके.
You're multiplying, no? So it might be 17 also. I'm just saying it by my but 8 times 1 अगर किया तो that will be a large number. You rather change the digit to 22 ताकि any number will get stored exactly.
Sir, getting the E
It
again.
works. No, I didn't. It worked for me.
Okay, why is it not working for you? Can you tell your name once?
Drashti.
Freshly, okay. So why is it not working for you? What is the number? Let's try it on my. What is your number? Multiplication वाला बताओ.
2, 2, 2.
2 2
Like
2.
10 times.
अरे 10 टाइम्स मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 10 टाइम्स अगर आप करोगे तो कितना हुआ? बड़ा हो गया ना बहुत नंबर. 3 4 5 6
अच्छा,
7
okay.
8 9 10 है ना. सो मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 10 अगर करेंगे so it will be, see there are it's 18, so I'll change the digit to 22. Options digits equal to 22 and run the thing. See आ गया पूरा. See,
Kelsey.
you are doing such big numbers up to 22 digit लगेगा उसको दिखाने के लिए. You have to take a sense of what the output is, na? Accordingly you decide the digits.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Now you have this exercise. Should I just add this in the chat? And add it in the chat and then I'll speak to Drashti only, I think. No, to Pratiksha. Yes, Pratiksha, please share your screen now while everyone else is doing this.
So I managed to.
You managed? हो गया?
Yeah, like in last
Okay.
one.
Sure.
Can you see it, sir? Can you see it, sir?
Aditi is done. Very good.
Could you see the screen, sir? Hello.
Saloni is done. Excellent. We'll wait for 5 responses at least. I'm assuming that at least 25 people are just sleeping.
Sir, done.
Done? Okay.
Done, sir.
Perfect. Okay, Rachel is also done. Okay. Hi Rachel, you have not spoken, but good that you are doing it.
Hello, sir.
Hello, hello. So what are your subjects?
It's the same. Environmental economics, macroeconomics to microeconomics to data, introduction to data, and Python. And
बाकी
R.
तो compulsory है, right? That's good. That's good. And what do you want to do ahead?
I would like to work for the Reserve Bank of India.
क्या बात है? I have been there.
Any help would be appreciated.
See, I was in a place called CAFRAL. CAFRAL was a research institute of the RBI. Just like how DEPR is there, DEPR internship is there. CAFRAL has research associate positions. So I was there, but DEPR is a different game. You have to the exams are there, etc. But you can speak to two people. One is Bhavesh, and second is Mayank. Mayank Gupta, I think. He was our alumni. He taught us like just the way I have come here. Mayank was Professor Hatekar's PhD student, and he taught us a lot, as well as Bhavesh Sarunke. So you should get in touch with them. Both of them are in DEPR right now.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. So let's move to the next part. And next part is quite interesting actually. Is the amount of errors, the amount of errors that are stores differently. Now, what is 1 upon 0? Tell me.
0.
Low. 1 upon 0
Not
is 0.
No, it's 1. 1 upon
1 upon 0 is 1. क्या बात है?
0 is 0.
0 होगा fraction.
Zero.
Unidentified.
Not
identified.
Who is that great human who said unidentified? Please felicitate him. Who is him? Who said unidentified?
Vedant.
Vedant, excellent. He's the only person who understands maths. What is this, guys? How can it be 0? You have one chocolate. You give it among 0 people. How much did each it is not divisible only, na? 0 is not a divisible number at all. It is infinity.
Okay, sir. Understood.
1 upon 0 is infinity. See, for example, let's make it simple. 1 upon 1 is 1. ये तो हमारा clear. 1 upon 10 is 0.1. ये क्या हो गया इधर 551 क्यों आया? I don't know. ठीक है. I think this is some kind of because we did 22 digits, na? So R just fills in.
Sir, I'm just saying, but we can't see your screen.
You can't see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, your screen is not visible.
Stop sharing.
It is visible, sir.
It is visible. एक second, I'm going to just unshare and is it visible
Yes,
now?
now it is visible. Yes.
Okay, perfect. ठीक है, sorry. So if 1 upon 0 है, तो look at it, it's infinity. I'm just going to get it. Can you see INF? Oh, here, see? And if you do 1 upon, so what we were speaking of is 1 upon 1 is 1. 1 upon 10 is 0.1. ठीक है? 1 upon 20 is 0.05. So as we increase the number, the denominator, the answer keeps on reducing. Correct?
Yes.
Similarly, if we reduce the number 1.0.1 किया 1 upon 0.1 तो 10 हुआ 1 upon 0.001 कर दिया तो 1000 हुआ. As we reduce the denominator, the result keeps increasing. तो 1 upon 0 कितना हुआ? Infinity हुआ.
Infinity.
It's not 0, it's not 1. ठीक है? So that is the so infinity is the answer. Now if I do 1 upon infinity, what should be the result?
0.
Okay, any other answer?
Error.
Okay, what error? तो error is for r, but the result क्या होगा? Is it a number? Is it not a number? Is it 0? What is it? It is 0.
It is 0 only.
Yeah, it is 0. Correct. 1 upon infinity is 0. All right, ये दो तो okay है.
Sir, it approaches to 0 actually.
It approaches to 0. That's right. So R does give you the limit. As because infinity is essentially a very large number. So as the number goes larger and larger, the division goes closer to 0. So that is the limit. That is how we do our limits also, right? At the end, we do take the limit value. Okay, all right. So what is infinity plus infinity?
Infinity.
Yellow. Infinity plus infinity is infinity. Very good. Or
Infinity. Infinity plus infinity is equal to infinity.
Infinity. Okay. So if you do that, you get infinity. Correct. Infinity minus infinity.
Undefined, maybe.
It is undefined because we don't know at what point of infinity this number is and what point of infinity this number is. Both are uncountable, right? So infinity minus infinity is not a number. Similarly, infinity divided by infinity is also not a number because we don't know what is the value of these numbers. ठीक है? Similarly,
Yes, sir.
so minus 1 upon 0 is stored as a minus infinity. I'm just showing you what all kinds of extreme numbers are available. Now 0 upon 0 कितना होगा?
Is also not defined.
Okay, this is also not a number. Correct. 0 raised to 0?
0.
It is 1 ना यार. कोई भी number raised to 0 is 1.
Okay.
ठीक है. Minus, okay, what is raised to 1 by 2? Are you aware what is raised to 1 by 2?
Root.
तो minus 9 का root क्या होगा?
3.
Plus 3.
-3 का रूट होता ही नहीं है क्योंकि if you root it, it becomes positive.
तो -9 का 3 होगा ना?
3 into 3 9 होगा ना, plus 9 minus 3 into
प्लस
minus 3
-9 आता ही नहीं है ब्रो.
ओ अच्छा, रूट के अंदर ही.
हाँ.
ओके या.
So it is not a number. Correct. Amazing. पूरा मैथ्स पूरा पढ़ के आए हैं. Very good, very good. Now, in some cases, and we'll come to these cases, जब division होता है ना, so we have some component which is a whole number, then some component which is a remainder, etc. Correct? So in R you can separate these out. For example, 37 upon 5 किया तो remainder 2 हुआ. Correct? What is the integer part? It is 5 sevens are 35, so 7 होगा. So see, if I do percentage / percentage, तो मुझे 7 आता है. देखो, percentage / percentage. And if I remove the slash and just do percentage twice, तो result 2 आता है, the remainder. Okay. Now tell me why this is important. मतलब आप बोलोगे ये क्या बकवास बता रहा है, really. Tell me why is it important? Can you think of a reason why the integer and the remainder is important at all? Anyone? Achha, then I'll only tell you. For example, if I tell you that find out whether a number is odd or even. Okay? So I'm going to jump a few steps right now, but you don't have to do it immediately. I'm just giving you the importance of this. So the topic is, the question is whether this number is odd or even. So I write something called an if function. If x percentage 2 equal to 0, okay, percentage क्या देता है? This gives a remainder. अगर ये remainder is equal to 0, then I'm going to print this number is even. Else, right, print this number is false. Okay. Now I'm just going to say x is equal to 3. Let's see whether the result comes. False क्या बोला? Even and odd. See, this number is odd. If I write x equal to 15552, run this number is even. All right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You understand why these things are important. छोटा छोटा रहता है. For example, दिल्ली में rule था, and this is a very basic question. दिल्ली में rule था odd even वाला. This side of the road, that side of the road. Now, if you want to say कि I want to know that certain day is left का parking or right का parking, you can write such a program. Correct? And then you know whether Wednesday को left में रखना है कि right में रखना है. You know the day of the week. So that is where this module or this remainder function and integer part, so छोटे छोटे applications होते हैं, that makes it important. All right, I'm just going to delete this. For the exercise, just for your practice, multiply two NA values, NaN values, and find out what is the result. Multiply an infinite value with 0 and check what is the result on your computer. That is the task. Go to done. Anyone? Answers? Is Sahil there on call?
Yes, sir.
Are you trying or are you?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
are
I'm
trying.
trying.
So what is the kind of NA value we have? Can you suggest one NA value to me? No problem. Then
1 by 0.
1 by 0. Okay, so we have 1 by 0. So what is our job? Our job is to take two NaN values. So 1 upon 0 एक NaN value हुआ. अच्छा 1 by 0 is infinity ना. NaN value चाहिए हमको. We take infinity minus infinity. This is the NA value. And then multiply it by infinity divided by infinity. Still it is an NaN value only. So you do any kind of multiplication or anything with an NA value, it is still an NaN value. Similarly, if you take multiply an infinity value with 0, so it is not defined. Okay, so that is how R is functioning. Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Use of an infinity value with any other number including 0 is still an NaN value. All right, so now let's get into more abstract चीजें. Let's stop and let's go to more relatable things. And relatable thing is objects. Is everyone there, or do you want a 2-3 minutes breather?
Sir, we are there.
Sir would help.
You're right. Okay. So suppose so there are two ways in R to assign values. One is the equal to sign, and the other is an assign sign. Okay, that is the bracket and a dash. These together create this assign value. Is it happening for you? M के बाजू में जो है ना, M के राइट साइड में शिफ्ट एंड दैट बटन एंड द सबट्रैक्ट वाला साइन, they together make the assign symbol. So suppose we start with just equal to. अभी हम लोग equal to use करते हैं. So suppose we say x is equal to 2, and then in the console we just write x. Then R knows that x is assigned the value of 2. Okay. If you do the same thing in round brackets, within brackets, if we write x equal to 2, then x will be assigned value 2, but not only that, it will also be displayed. That value will be displayed in the console. See, x equal to 2 bhi ho gaya, and then it got displayed also. Similarly, you can say y is equal to 4 and z is equal to 3 plus 7. And then you can also say x is equal to x plus 1. So pehle x was 2, now x is equal to 3, if you see. You can do different kinds of arithmetics over here. You can also say that, okay, I have 3 variables, all of them are equal to 5. So x equal to y equal to z equal to 5. The way we write it in our books while writing, we can also write the same thing in R, and then we see that x is equal to 5, y is equal to 5, and z equal to 5. All right. Then we can do basic operations like x plus y. तो दोनों 5 है, तो x plus y is equal to 10. X into y, so both are 5, so 5 into 5, 25. X raised to 5, that is 5 raised to 5, is 3125. All right. Any Any questions? Achanak se there is silence.
No, sir, we are trying the script. So
Okay. Good. You can keep your mic on actually. I mean, that is the reason why I enjoy the classroom mode. Over here, we can't talk the way it happens in the class.
Sir, I had a doubt. Like, where does this arrow, like, I mean, how are we supposed to type the arrow? I can't see it on my keyboard.
The arrow is not being made. No, only that
Ha ha
bracket.
ha.
That is fine. You know, I made this. I think random. Wait, appearance may changes eclipse. Na, I'll just keep it normal. See, now it is looking like this.
Oh, okay, understood. Okay, thank
For
you.
some reason, for this formatting change, हो रहा है, but it doesn't matter. The same thing. It is just the open and then the minus sign.
Minus sign. Okay, sir.
That is
Thank you
it.
so much.
ठीक है, everyone. Now what we have to do is we have to create a variable called speed, and we have to create one more variable called as distance, and we have to calculate time. ठीक है, values कुछ भी रखो, you know the formulas, so आप वो उतना कर दो and you'll understand the basics how variables are assigned values. Create one variable called as speed, another variable called as distance, and then calculate time. Have you created anyone? Anyone who has done this or finding it difficult? Should we do it together?
Done, sir.
So can we do it together?
Okay. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to create a variable called speed. Suppose speed is equal to 3 kilometers per hour. We take a number 60 kilometers per hour. And then distance traveled is say 100 kilometers. So time कितना होगा? Time is distance upon speed. ये run नहीं किया, sorry. Distance upon speed. And then if we type time, we know it is 1.666 hours. It's that simple. ठीक है? Anyone, any doubt?
Sir, I did something different, but I got some answer. I don't know.
ठीक है, tell me what you did.
Instead of assigning distance upon speed to time, I just wrote time is equal to, and then I did the print function.
Time equal to and
Print function, and then distance upon speed I did.
speed. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It's the same. I have never used it this way, but it is working properly, no problems. This is good. ठीक है, all.
Sir, I'm not getting the result.
Not getting the result. What did you type? Tell me. Did you copy the same thing?
Yeah.
Did you run these things? Did you select these and click Control Enter and then do run this?
I run those things. It's showing me object distance not found.
तो आपने ये रन नहीं किया है. Go to distance again and press Control Enter and then run time again.
Okay.
Just try it once.
मतलब स्पीड और डिस्टेंस मैं पहले रन करूं.
हाँ, पहले
उसके बाद टाइम. ओके.
क्योंकि R should know what speed is, then R should know what distance is, and then R would know what time is, that is distance upon speed. तो सारा हमको उस ऑर्डर में रन करना पड़ेगा.
ऐसा मैंने सभी अभी सब एक साथ सिलेक्ट किया और फिर किया तो नहीं हुआ.
एक साथ रन किया फिर भी नहीं हुआ.
नहीं हुआ.
शो शेयर योर स्क्रीन.
एक सेकंड.
Just share it over mine. It's fine.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
See.
हुआ तो run. It's done. Just go to the console and type time. वहाँ पे टाइम करो और कंट्रोल एंटर दबाओ.
Okay.
Got it.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So that is it. Now let's take a break. ये थोड़ा, as an economist, you must be a bit tired of doing these.
Sir, I'm not getting it still.
You're not getting it. Show. Can you share your screen?
Sure, sir. So is it visible?
Yes. Okay, speed 60. Okay, I'll tell you the reason what happened. Okay, I understood. There's one key thing that I forgot to tell you. Is my bad. Just open that again. Okay. Put line number 29, just press hash before line 29 में start में press hash. So hash means that R को आप बोलते हो कि don't compute this line. It is a comment. Okay. So anything written after hash R will not run. Now rest of the lines run. Now it will happen. Oh,
Sir, there is a syntax error in line number
Correct.
31. Distance minus sign, matlab, the hyphen and the number.
Correct. Now अभी हो जाएगा.
Got it, sir.
Perfect.
Thank you.
अच्छा मुझे एक चीज बताओ. I am going to take a break of 5 minutes from this topic. I am going to ask you a different question. Have you heard of the household consumption expenditure survey?
Yes, sir.
Everyone has heard? I want
Yes.
to, okay. I want to ask you why it is important. First of all, does everyone know what household consumer expenditure survey does? As economists, because we need to that would be a interesting thing, right? For us, there are people who like health, development economics, etc. So do you know what that is?
Yeah, sir. So it basically, so there it takes a survey of different households about their consumption, about their consumption patterns. So so they have like different baskets, like what are they consuming, like in terms of their grains. What is the consumption? Are they consuming like different brackets like of tobacco? Now I guess they have introduced packaged foods also in this current survey, and then they are also like about if they are kind of involved in some sort of like schemes that are provided. So they take like surveys across these like certain variables for particular households, and then they code them, and then we get the results. So it basically kind of gives you an idea about the consumption pattern of a country as a whole.
Very good, actually, yes. And this is good that you know, and it is something that everyone should know. And everyone should know for the following reason. The reason is that forum knows so much, and that's really nice to hear. Good that you're reading these things, but why is it done? Why is it important?
Because it's important to know like where, I mean, in case if people are consuming a lot more packaged foods, so it does give you an idea, like processed foods for instance they are consuming, right? So like we do get a correlation between, okay, there is an increase in some sort of like external health like effects like diabetes. So we know for like we can in a way correlate that, okay, since there is an increase in the processed foods, there is also an increase in more like diabetes and cholesterol diseases like that. So it kind of gives you an idea about where the country or where the consumption pattern is going, because it is said that we are what we eat.
Perfect. That's really good. Your understanding is correct mostly, but where it goes different is this is not really the objective. If you look at the type of survey conducted, it is not really to understand whether packaged food has increased. Packaged food क्यों important है? Because they have lately understood that people are consuming more on the food, on the packaged food. So there is the national account statistics. That is GDP data is also telling you the same thing, that people are now moving towards these packaged foods, and the non-food expenditure is increasing a lot. Even for rural areas in the urban areas, and within the food component, the packaged food component is increasing a lot, and that's why they have done all these things to understand at the micro level. But the micro level consumption is important for another reason. The reason is we need to understand how many poor people are there in the country. If you know how many poor people are there, then most of the subsidy schemes, most of the things that the government is paying for, they don't know how many people are actually beneficiaries of it. You know, every year the government has to budget their funds, and then if the government says, okay, 1 lakh people I'm going to fund through my subsidy scheme, and then like 5 lakh people come in, then their budget is gone for a toss. So something like a household consumption expenditure survey actually gives you what the income gives an overall estimate of how much poverty is there in terms of income. And that's why this is called as a consumption poverty. Now you might ask कि अगर income का हमको result निकालना है तो आप consumption क्यों पूछ रहे हो? Right? The answer is the following. If you ask me my income, will I tell you the truth?
No.
If I ask you what are the assets that your family owns, are you going to tell the truth?
No, yeah, right.
If I ask Drashti, you tell me how much, this year you're going to go for the interviews. Are you going to, what is the kind of negotiation you're going to do on salary with your employer? Are you going to tell me? No. In fact, people don't even share their, you are going to face this. People really refrain from sharing their job offer letters with the university. आपको अगर campus में मिलेगा, then the college will say, give me your offer letter, and you will say no, because I don't want to reveal my income to you. People are really afraid, or they are hesitant towards giving their income information out, asset information out. So what is the other way around? It is to go to them. So I go to Vedant and say, Vedant, tell me in the last week how much potato did you consume? He'll say 1 kg. Okay. How much rice did you consume? He'll say, okay, 1 kg. How much salt did you consume? He'll say, okay, 100 grams. How many TVs did you buy in the last 1 year? How many tables did you buy? Now durable goods have come. Then I'll ask him, how many times did you go to the hospital? Did you need to go to the hospital? How much did you spend over there? So I'm going to ask all the different kinds of expenditures, and how many, more than 600 items. More than 600 items are asked separately. Ye kitna kiya, and across the country around 1,70,000, 1,60,000 households are asked. And then from that, how much the income is. Now, this is a very, very genius way of doing it actually. ये सब हो जाने के बाद वो बोलते हैं, okay, we need to find out the poor people. तो poor people कैसे निकालेंगे? Can anyone guess? Isha, can you guess how poor people are found out from these numbers?
Who consume mostly necessary goods, और ज़्यादा जिनका luxury goods पे consumption, but वो पूछते ही नहीं है.
नहीं,
on that consumption, income, but income तो उन्होंने बताया.
Income तो है ही नहीं.
हाँ.
Consumption ही है. And then within that we have a lot of questions like कितना rice खाया, कितना नमक.
तो वो basically उन सब questions से we can guess.
Guess थोड़ी ऐसे करेंगे. ऐसा you will get a poverty line guesswork के basis पे. Then how will the ruling party keep ruling?
True.
You need the government to have a nice reference point. So there is a very good way, and this is not a new way, this is a very old way, is to say that, okay, how many calories are required to be consumed in order to live a decent life? Okay, this calorie count will be different for the rural and urban areas. Required calories, क्योंकि rural area में बहुत physical labor ज़्यादा है, so they'll need more calories. In the urban areas, more sedentary life is there, उनको कम चल जाएगा. So accordingly, such estimates are made. How many calories are required? And not only that, the Kashmir वाले आदमी को कितना calorie लगेगा? Northeastern, all the hilly areas, how much calories are required? And someone like us, how many calories are required? That is different. So such estimates are calculated. For India, right now, only rural and urban are calculated, not state-wise. But then they say that, okay, in order to eat these many calories, how much money do I need to spend? That is calculated. Okay. तो वो inflation point आ गया. So you will say that okay, 1 kg, agar if I need to have 100 calories and that I'm going to have through potatoes, then I'm going to need like 2 potatoes a day, and those 2 potatoes are going to cost me 10 rupees. So वो 10 रुपए ऐड हो जाता है. So that is the amount of expenditure required. That is calculated separately for rural and urban areas of each state. So महाराष्ट्र का अलग होगा, गुजरात का, महाराष्ट्र रूरल का अलग, महाराष्ट्र अर्बन का अलग. Do you get it? So you come with a calorie count. वो कैलोरी खरीदने के लिए कितना पैसा लगता है using the basket of goods, that is calculated for each state for rural and urban areas separately. And then you look at this consumption survey and see how many percent of people the consumption expenditure is lower than that benchmark. And that benchmark is the poverty line, and everyone below that benchmark is poor, everyone above that benchmark is non-poor. Isn't it fascinating?
It is.
Yes,
It is.
it is.
So the estimation of poverty line is quite extensive job, and then there are various government bodies getting into this, and the estimation is quite interesting, very robust way of doing it. So that is the headcount poverty that is calculated, and then there are other poverty estimate. There are multi-dimensional poverty hai. There is various kinds of then World Bank का एक definition होता है $1 a day वाला. There is a stricter definitions होता है, and then India has their own definition, and that is how the calculation is done. Based on that, actually in the last 8-10 years, I think I read a article, around 2 million people were brought above poverty, and that was based on multi-dimensional poverty, UN का जो criteria है. So you need to read this. Whoever is interested in development economics, these are all very interesting things actually. Very interesting things going. In fact, I'll tell you about one more survey, and that will blow your mind. Maybe if you don't know it already, then it will blow your mind. In 2019, we all say that that gender gap is such that women are engaged in household chores. आपने सुना है ये? Everyone has heard this.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So women are. This is seen in the rural areas. This is seen in our houses also. We might have women working, but they are also doing the household chores and also working. So they are doing both the work. So there is certain amount of gender-wise distribution of work that is seen in our society. This is all qualitative speaking. ये तो हम बोल रहे हैं, but there should be a way of quantifying it. Do you agree with this? Because
Yes.
then one person will come and say कि नहीं मेरे घर में ऐसा है ही नहीं, तो इंडिया में है ही नहीं. तो दूसरा बोलेगा मेरे घर में है तो इंडिया में है. तो तीसरा बोलेगा अरे तुम अपने घर का बोल के पूरा इंडिया को कैसे जनरलाइज करते हो. So there should be a quantitative way, and that is done. That is done in India very officially, and that is called the time use survey. And one was done in 2019, and one is going on as we speak. The survey is on right now. And time use survey, what it does is it will go to Aditi, and they will ask Aditi, in 24 hours, what do you do? Give me, I think it is hour by hour or 15 minutes. I'm not sure. I think it is hour by hour questions they ask. Okay, from in the morning, what time do you get up? Okay, 6 o'clock. 6 to 7, what do you do? 7 to 8, what do you do? And so on and so forth. Every hour separately they ask. Okay, and then that analysis is done. So for women separately, for children separately. So they'll ask how much time is spent on studies. That is important for children. So then you will realize very big problems. You will realize problems like study time jo hai na, that is entirely in the daytime for children. Why is it so? सारे बच्चे सुबह के टाइम पे पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, रात के टाइम पे नहीं कर रहे हैं. And why is it?
Because the culture that is.
Okay, Drashti is saying cultural. Vedant, any opinion?
रात को सोते हैं.
अरे क्या बात है, amazing.
Because of the electricity. रात को नहीं करता.
Correct, because electricity नहीं है शायद. है कि नहीं? सुबह सनलाइट में पढ़ाई हो रही है लेकिन रात को इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं है. सो नाउ वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन इज इंपॉर्टेंट. टाइम यूज सर्वे हैज गिवन दिस इनपुट फॉर अस. अगर आप इलेक्ट्रिसिटी देते हो, नाउ सी, नाउ इन 2024 if the survey is going on, the villages that are electrified, in those villages if we find that children are now working at night, they are studying at night, then we can conclude that okay, electrification की वजह से उनका पढ़ाई बढ़ा. You know, you can get intuition out of these surveys to another level. These are excellent surveys done in the socio-economic domain. So definitely children का हो गया, women का time use हो गया. Are the women, so there is a concept, there's a very interesting concept in economics called as economic engagement. Economic engagement मतलब क्या? The engagement that is increasing GDP and adding income into the pockets. घर का काम engaging है, yes, it is engaging, but is it economically engaging? It is not valued in our GDP. It is not adding income in my pocket. So these are not economically engaging activities. Now the question that comes next is that is it the case that by as society develops, is it the case that women are engaged in economically engaging activities, gainful activities? And that is something that is coming out of the time use survey. We have found different things such as women are working in dairies, but dairies are owned by their family only. तो वहां पे वो बैठ रही हैं. Then there have been interventions such as they are given training regarding electrical appliances. So automate your tasks. Don't grind. Use a mixer. So that is going to reduce your time on household chores, and you might get engaged into some engaging like income generating activities. So these kind of reports you can find and read. Definitely read the time use survey of 2019. Read the key findings of the household consumption expenditure survey, and you will actually enjoy the subject of economics. नहीं तो आप ना वो मैक्रो और माइक्रो के वो जाल में फंस जाओगे, and you will always think first order derivative, second order derivative. But what you want to do is solve the societal problems as a development economist. ठीक है?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So we can now wait for 5 minutes. It's 11, so we can have like what? Do you want a 15-minute break? How do you want to do it? We started at 9, right? It's been 2 hours. So we can have a 15 minutes break. We can meet at 11:15 and then get back.
Okay, sir.
Works.
Right?
Okay, sir. Yes.
Bye.
Bye, sir.